Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet Sarah, where I'm reading my poetry as well as the poetry of other writers who have inspired me. In honor of National Poetry Month, which is celebrated in April, I started off with reading a modern master from South Korea, Ying Pyong-gi, who is credited with modernizing the Shijo poetry form. So in this edition of my poetry read, I'm going to be reading a poem that I had published in Eastern Structures. And Eastern Structures is a literary journal that is dedicated to publishing only Eastern structures, as the title shows. So any of the poetry forms from the eastern part of the world, that includes the Persian ghazal, the Japanese haiku, and of course the Korean shijo. A rebirth, as it's known now, but it wasn't always this way. It was dark, which is always necessary before the light. How did we get here, to this place? Some will never know, will they? Thank you so much for listening to this poetry read where I read my poem, Dazed and Confused, actually, which was written while I was laying in Shavasana at the end of a yoga practice. This particular stanza was extracted from a longer poem that I wrote about the earth cradling us, the earth's strength, and it just kind of evolved into a multi-stanza poem about destruction and rebuilding and reconstruction, and it kind of felt futuristic and timeline jumping all at the same time. So I thought it was really timely given everything that's going on in the world, good and bad. So hopefully you draw some inspiration from it. If you're curious about some more of the Eastern structures, get a copy. I'll put the link right below. And if you're intrigued by this form of Korean poetry called shijo, sign up for my monthly poem, which is delivered to your inbox. It's based on, well, whatever's inspiring me for that month. So I'll put the link right below. You can sign up for my Patreon there. And I look forward to seeing you the next time here on Planet Sarah.